Tonight, Ken Paxton is officially suspended from serving as Texas Attorney General. The Texas House voted to impeach him just before 5 o'clock today. 121 ayes and 23 nays. 60, that's nearly half of those yes votes, came from Republicans. Janelle Bluda has been in Austin since Friday covering this issue. She joins us live now. Janelle, a huge day there at the state capitol.
That's right, Cheryl. Lawmakers are calling it a historic day here at the Capitol as we wait to see now what happens in the Senate.
20 articles of impeachment were brought before the House today. Charges against Attorney General Ken Paxton that included bribery, unfitness for office, and abuse of public trust.
And he broke the law. This article represents abuse of official capacity, which is a third-degree felony.
For 4 hours, members went back and forth over the evidence presented. Some weren't convinced.
Which bears all of the hallmarks of the weaponization of government power to target a political opponent.
But in the end, the bipartisan vote leaning heavily in favor of impeaching Paxton.
The chair directs the chief clerk to notify the governor of the House's action.
And the Attorney General was immediately removed from office.
What seems to be a longstanding form of corruption has now been voted out, and I think that is a significant step for the integrity of the state and for our Constitution.
Houston's Representative Ann Johnson was on the investigating committee that brought forth the impeachment articles.
And then he came to the Texas House and asked us to write a blank check for taxpayers to make the people that were whistleblowing his crimes go away and hide it from the people of Texas.
Before today, the state has only impeached 2 elected officials, a former governor in 1917 and a former judge in 1975. Houston Representative Sophronia Thompson was in office during the last impeachment. She says while today's hearing was shorter, she says there was enough evidence to vote yes.
From my vantage point and what we have known during the session, and what presented to us for the $3.3 million that we still don't know why we were asked to pay for that, I do not think it was rushed.
Well, Paxton has responded to that impeachment vote. He released a statement shortly after calling today's impeachment illegal, unethical, and profoundly unjust, saying he has full confidence the process in the Texas Senate will be fair and just. Cheryl?
Well, Janelle, Paxton had invited people to come out in support of him today. What sort of turnout did he see?
Well, I can tell you it was all very peaceful, and the House gallery remained full the entire time, but House rules made it so people could not speak out or yell in any way for or against the issue. I can tell you that still did happen, and people were on both sides of that issue. Cheryl?
All right, thank you so much, Janelle, reporting live from Austin tonight. Paxton's political career could be over, at least in Texas. If the Senate convicts him, KHOU political analyst Bob Stein says it would bar Paxton from holding a state office in the future. He could, however, run for a federal office. But Stein says Paxton's chances of getting elected there would be slim.
Paxton has a whole bunch of accusations before him and now before the Senate. And my guess is that the information that's going to come out now will begin to penetrate the voters' minds. And I think they will make a judgment, much like the 121 members of the House did, which is these are wrong deeds and they need to be inspected.